Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of How to Play. My name is Rainday, and today we're covering the one and only waifu. I don't even know why I'm doing an introduction for this. Let's just roll the tape. It's Ying. Ying, the girl with the mirror. She's one of Paladins' most interesting, unique, and fun champions, and will always and forever be known as waifu. Her looks aren't the only thing that impress on the battlefield, however, as her combat skill and healing as a support is nearly unrivaled. Her ability to heal allies safely is what makes her a dangerous threat. Dealing with two Ying clones can be easy if enemies build Bulldozer, but if they don't, it can be extremely hard to target both her and her auto-healing duplicates. She can deploy them at range as well, meaning that she has advantages over champions like Grok or Grover, and she doesn't need to actually be in the line of fire to help support her allies. Secondly, her movement ability is amazing at wasting time. For a shooter that has a lower TTK like Paladins, Ying can frustrate and confuse many opponents by using her ability to teleport around the map at crucial times, often saving her from deadly blows and putting her out of harm's reach. This also means that the enemy has just wasted valuable resources, time, and energy trying to kill her, and is now pretty exposed in battle with nothing to show for it. Lastly, she's one of the only global healers, and that makes for an incredibly powerful ability to heal her teammates from anywhere, even right when she spawns. It also means she can get to wherever her teammates are on the map in the blink of an eye, and there's just no undervaluing that kind of clutch mobility and support. Now that you know her strengths, it's time to move on into the skills. Ying's left mouse button and basic attack is called Illusory Mirror. Ying fires a continuous beam for a short period of time that deals 5 separate ticks or instances of damage. When all 5 ticks of the weapon hit the same target, that target receives additional bonus damage at the end, adding a bit of burst to an otherwise consistent but underwhelming weapon strike. Ying's right mouse button is called Shatter, and it works directly in relation to her Q skill, Illusion. When Ying has illusions on the battlefield, she can choose to leave them deployed or opt out to shatter them, causing all active illusions to chase down enemies and explode for a huge burst in damage. Seriously, this burst can be devastating, especially if you're playing someone like Eevee or Androxus. The damage happens instantly, so if you aren't paying attention, it can leave you in a bad spot, or dead. Ying's F skill is called Dimensional Link. This skill is a very simple skill that allows Ying to teleport to various locations that her illusions are deployed on the battlefield. You will actually teleport to the illusion in the direction you are facing, if there is one. And if there are no active illusions, you will end up teleporting to the location where your last active illusion existed. Many players think that it's random where you teleport, but it can be a great way to escape or chase down enemies when you understand that the direction you are facing is key. Also, you can swap several times during the duration of this skill, so after 1 or 2 swaps, you may find yourself disoriented or in a very dangerous position. Being wary, careful, and planning ahead on where you deploy your illusions can help to give you a clear route out of battle if things get difficult. The ability to do this consistently marks an experienced and high-quality Ying player. Ying's Q skill is called Illusion, and what it does is it allows Ying to create an illusion that heals a nearby ally for a certain amount of health every second. 2 illusions can be deployed at a time, and each illusion heals from range by shooting a friendly green beam towards any nearby teammates that are in need of health. These can be shattered for increased damage to a target, but hold on, that means they stop healing. Choosing the right time to sacrifice your healing in order to shatter illusions and finish off crucial enemies is a big deal. However, the payoff could be huge. Ying is all about making decisions, and when she makes the right ones, her team wins big. Ying's ult, Illusory Rift, is currently the only global ult in Paladins, meaning that its impact is map-wide and can influence fights from anywhere. At any point, Ying can use E to activate Illusory Rift and spawn a prism on every ally, no matter where they are or where she is for that matter. Each prism heals that ally, and Ying can teleport to any one she chooses, making her mobility absolutely insane and sometimes game-changing. Now that we've talked about the skills, it's on to the loadouts, baby. Here are 2 really interesting loadouts I've decided to highlight for Ying this week. The basic deck provides a few very nice cards, and I would consider very decent as it helps you to gain some extra health, reduce the cooldowns of your illusions, and make each illusion have significantly more health. One of my favorite decks for Ying is called Bird, in honor of the pro player that I stole it from. This deck utilizes a really interesting card called Fracture, which allows Ying's illusions to gain health when Shatter is activated. This means they are much more likely to survive and cause damage to your target before being destroyed. Also, Rewind is a great level 1 card that allows Ying to gain extra illusions for more healing or damage. And the card Mesmerism also increases the distance with which she can deploy her illusions. And if you see a player that does extremely well with Ying in your games, you can use the import feature to find that player's decks and use them yourself. Alright, loadouts out of the way, we've come to the last part of the video, the tips and tricks. Okay, so firstly, it's good to know that Ying can apply significant pressure from a distance. Her damage isn't much, but if you are always firing and always impacting a fight, then your overall contribution will be significant. Being active even while your illusions do most of your healing can make a big difference in adding crucial damage to your team. Don't be afraid to shatter clones either, since sometimes a kill is more important than healing, and taking out a crucial flanker or damage dealer can be all your team needs to swing the fight. Secondly, looking at where you want to teleport is huge. This is big for chasing down kills or removing yourself from harm's way quickly. Being able to rotate and face the direction of your illusion you want to teleport to will give you a lot more consistency in your movement, which can honestly feel like random RNG to most players before mastering this tip. If you just get used to thinking ahead, planning your illusion placements behind walls or corridors that allow for healing teammates out of lines of sight, then you can easily swap to them when the time is needed to heal back up and get back into the fight. Finally, when paired with cheese, a fine wine can taste so much better, and the same applies to Ying. When paired on the point with Barrack or Makoa, her ability to heal becomes an exponentially greater problem. Makoa's shield is great at blocking projectiles from any direction, keeping him and Ying clones safe and hard to hit. When with Barrack, Ying's clones make the enemy team feel like they've walked into a deployable nightmare. Turrets, clones, they're everywhere. It becomes really hard to deal with all of them, and the combined shield from Barrack and sustain he receives from his turrets and Ying's clones makes him extremely difficult to take down, or at least take down quickly. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for me today. If you want to stay tuned to me and anything else I put out on my channel, you could follow me at Rainday Gaming. The link will be in the description below. Also, if you want to stay tuned to all of my how to plays and other Paladins content like Esports Weekly, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And of course, if you missed last week's episode and want to catch up on it, click the annotation at the end of your screen. As always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and we'll see you all in the realm.